Hi there, stampers. This video is for my Zoom stamping workshop for December of 2020. And I have some really cute cards this month. I think you're going to enjoy them. Let me show you the first one. I call this a planter box fold because it's actually a Z fold, kind of a double Z fold, but it has an area for you to put, in this case I put the flowers and stars like balloons, and I did that like so. And I'll tell you how this card is made. It is, first of all, let me open up a kit. Oops. Is this the right one? Yep. Okay, I always put my cards in with the folded in inside the card, so when you pull it out, nothing should fall into the card. So all your pieces should be here on the inside in your instruction sheet. And I'm calling this number 1, so we'll be doing this card first. So if you want to put your cards in order for our Zoom class, you can do that. This will be our first card we'll be working on that day. And this is the fold, and it is pretty simple. It's scored for you, and you'll have your first fold there. The second fold, you're going to cut the happy out of this piece of the Mossy Meadow, and that's going to go on the front fold. And that's going to be, where is that going to be? I have to put that piece in yet. Wow, that wasn't good, Zoo. But anyway, it'll be a piece, it'll be this long, it'll come down and it'll fold. It's going to make this Z fold here. So that'll go across there. I'm going to cut the happy out, that'll go on top here. And then there's 3 pieces of DSP that are loose here in the card. And you can put I did the green on front and the flower on the outside. And then I did another flower on the inside. So you can do them, any way you'd like. If you like them all green, that's fine for more masculine. Or if you want them all floral for a more feminine card. So that is those 3 pieces and this. And now how we're going to get this is we're going to cut a piece of the white heavy, this is a thick whisper white cardstock, and we're going to use that and fold for this piece in here. And that piece you'll have in your kit also will be, I did put some in the Ziploc for you so that you could, these pieces are, if you decide you want to do I recommend the inside here be done in the dark green. And then this is another piece of scrap, and what you can use these for is your little stars and balloons and bows. And I use the thick whisper white also for the strings on those balloons, and I just glued those with liquid glue on the inside there. So when this is flat, it looks like so, and then it comes up and it has happy on the front, and I put birthday stamp on here, but you can put any of the other cards or any other stamps that are in the set that you would like to use. And so that is that card. And I will get those other pieces, and I'm going to leave this open for now until I get those other pieces in. So that is the card for that one. And then I have our next card, which is our number 2 card, and that is this beautiful blue one, and it says happy to have you in my life. And how I did this one, you also have a white piece for the inside, but I haven't put that in mine yet. So this is a diagonal happy card, and how we're going to do that is we're going to take our happy die from the set, and we're going to put that across this way. So it'll go across the diagonal here. And that will make the triangle and the happy. And then for the DSP, I have a piece of that cut for you. And all you have to do is cut this diagonally, and then you'll want to cut it down so it fits within that triangle shape. So you'll have approximately a strip this wide of the DSP left, if you'd like. This is for the inside, and this is for the sentiment. And if you noticed on the stamp set, there's a lot of sentiments that can go along with the word happy. So you can choose what you'd like to. You can cut this down, or you can leave it longer and fishtail it, or as you please. So that's that card. So you just want to be sure and put your happy die diagonal across that Coastal Cabana one. And then on the next card, which would be card number 3, we're doing a balloon card. And this is done with the Grapefruit Grove cardstock, and it's a standard A2 card. And what you're going to do on this one is you're going to cut your, this is for the inside, the Whisper Whites for the inside. You're going to cut your yellow piece with your happy die, and you're going to put your blue piece on the front. You're going to measure it pretty much towards the bottom, because there's going to be a little lip on the yellow, and that'll go up here on the top once it's cut out. And then you have a DSP piece, which you can use either, you can put the fish on there and put the happy over it, or you can use it for the balloons. Now I used it for the balloons. The piece I had was a little more yellow, but I thought you might like this pretty fish print. And then after that, I stamped birthday on this little yellow piece, and then I would adhere that to my small oblong Grapefruit Grove, and then that would go on the front here. So your card looks like this when you're done. Now I use a gold gel pen to make my strings. You could use a black pen or a silver pen, any kind of a liquid pen that you have that would show up on there. The white Zigo pens would also work well to show up there. So that's that. Now I did use dimensionals on the top 2 balloons and on the oblong saying. So that is card number 3. And then card number 4, are you ready for this one? I've shown this a couple times already, so it's not a big surprise. But this is a Happy New Year card. And this is a little bit more complicated fold. As you can see, it is, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 folds and 2 cut lines. So it's not as complicated as it looks, but I'll show you how that's done. Now this is called a slimline card, so it fits in a standard business size envelope, and I just use my business envelopes, and it is called a size 10 envelope. And your piece that is folded, that I have already folded and cut for you, is like so. And I'll show you how this is cut, because I want you to be able to do it too. And it also has it in the instruction sheets. Now you're going to go in 2 1/4 inches from the edge. So that's going to be on this line here. And you're going to cut from the 4 1/2 mark up to the, well, it'd actually be, no, let's put it at the bottom where it belongs. 2 1/2 to 5.5 because it's a 3-inch square or 3-inch line. No, it should be 4 inches. This is 4 inches. So if you start here at 2.5, you're going to go to 6.5. So this cut line is 4 inches long, and it's 2.25 inches from the edge of the card. It starts at 2.5 and goes to 6.5. So again, that cut line is 4 inches long, starts at 2.5 and goes to 6.5. This fold here that's on the inside of the middle is at 4 inches, and that's going to be between your two cut lines. The outside folds that you're doing are going to be at that same top mark, that 6.5, and then this is going to be that 2.5, and this one is at 3, so it's half of that. I'm sorry, it goes this way. This would be the front of it, because you want your Happy New Year to fit on this side here. And the way that I did it, and again, I have a little bag with all these pieces in there. I put my foil sheet, my foil accented sheet on here, onto the black, and then I glued that on. And you want that centered. And then I put my Happy across there diagonally. And then you have 2 pieces of black that are going to go here on the outside. And I did mine a little differently because I always start off with a prototype. And I had put the silver letters that say New Year on the white piece, but it didn't show up enough. I didn't think it didn't pop enough. So I decided to put the black pieces down here because there's a black trim up here. And so you're going to take your Happy on the middle piece, and New will go on here, and Year will go on here. Now, I had to put mine, if you notice, it's not really right in the middle. I had to put mine there because I had already glued the silver New and Year on here. So your New and Year is fresh. In fact, you probably want to take it off of here before you glue that on, and put your letters on so that they are straight and even. And you'll have a lot of little wispy thinlets here. So the 2O and the 2-1 you want to save out. So this is the A-Y-E-A-R. So like I was saying, you want to keep this pretty straight. Now it's going to fill up the whole black piece, so you want to start the Y just at the very edge, and then put your E in there, and then your A, and then your R, which will go just to the edge of this side. So again, you want that straight. So if you have a ruler and you want to move that up there and just to keep that all straight and even, I would probably suggest that. And you can put glue on your letters and then lay them down. You don't have to put glue on the black piece first. So there you go. That looks much better than what mine does. And then you have the 2O and the 2-1. Now I took a little piece of scrap paper and I glued the 2O to it, and then I glued that piece on here so that it stands up. And that's how I got that piece there, that you can see how it, there's the piece that I glued on there, just a piece of scrap, and there's the 2O and the 2-1. So Happy New Year 2021. And the little sprigs we have in silver and gold. There's also a little pennant strip here that goes above New and one above Year. And then there's also some of the champagne gems that I like to use, and your gold foil paper in here is shiny and bright. You'll like putting that down. You can cut these smaller if you like. I did these with a die cut from the Silhouette stamp set, and I figured that you can cut as much or as many if you want to put some on the front here. You know, it's your card set to do with what you want. I give you an example, and you can take it from there. But isn't that a cute card? I thought it was adorable. And you have the fold here if you want to make a pattern out of this, or the instructions that are in the card kit. And again, this is the card kit number 4 that we're doing this month. So those will all be in that order. So if you can have those ready. If I have already, I went ahead and cut out some of the stuff. I think I might have done the letters and the numbers. But you will have the happy to do on here. And then we'll place all of these other pieces on with our liquid glue or glue dots, either one. So that is the 4th card. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. I look forward to seeing you on our Zoom class, and the Zoom is on the 3rd Tuesday of every month, and this month the 3rd Tuesday is the 15th. Next, it'll be a week from today. So I'm going to be delivering these kits to you probably either later today or tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon, so depending on what time I get out of there, or if I can get these out today, or it may be tomorrow. But I think you're going to enjoy it, and it's a really cute stamp set, lots of possibilities. I have a board on my Pinterest if you want to look at anything that caught my eye, and feel free to use as you please. Happy stamping, and thanks for joining me again this month. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.